What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, and as always, I am joined by the podcast dad himself, Choops. I'm surprised that I have a straight face here. We had some pretty fun moments here off camera, and I'm trying to regroup. So happy belated Thanksgiving. How are you?
I'm hungry. How are you?
I bet you were.
Yes, an entire bag of veggie straws on the way home, by the way. Because you know Daddy's not stopping.
Okay. That's a hey. All right, that's a move. That's a move.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. It's a brand new week. It's December. It's about the end of the fucking year here, and so glad that you all could be here to join us. As always, do us a favor, make sure you're following us at Junkies Pod on X, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but more importantly, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We need your help to get there. We did not reach our goal of getting to 400 by the end of November, but that's okay. Let's see if we can make that the goal by the end of the year. I think right now the magic number is 307. Oh, the count is 379, but Chris, you have the magic number.
Magic number is still 1. Just tell one friend. Why do I look so fucking white? Tell one friend if you like what we're doing here.
It's a really bad light, I know.
It is. I know. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I figured at this point you just need to invest in one.
Shut up.
What?
Keep plugging. What are you doing? Stop insulting me.
I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying I know because that used to be my light. I know that there's not a whole lot of options.
Maybe Santa will bring me one.
I should hope so. You really buckled through Thanksgiving there. But while you're at it, everybody, make sure that you're following the Main Event Wrestling Network at @mainevent_net on all social media platforms. Podcast Dad made an appearance on the Main Event Mixer yesterday, talking all about Survivor Series. If you've not had a chance to go over to the Main Event Network YouTube channel, give them a sub over there as well. And check out that mixer. As always, a good time with the crew. Had you have some fun, bud?
I did. It was a good time. If you guys are interested in hear some fun Survivor Series takes and trying to figure out why the Great Brown Hope hates Rey Mysterio, head on over there. If you want to see a really cool moment between me and Kyle, actually go watch that because it was pretty fun.
Okay.
No spoilers.
I like it. Now I'm curious. I'm going to have to go over there and check it out. Holidays are around the corner here, bud. We got to make sure that everybody gets some merch. Support the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. Buy yourself a mug, a hoodie, a t-shirt, a tank, a beanie. It is starting to get cold out around these parts. So, head over to our shop. Show us some love. This is how we're able to reinvest in the world of professional wrestling. It all helps. It all starts with you guys and helping us out and support our show. Buy a t-shirt. While you're at it, support our friends at Gorilla Press Apparel. Remember, gorillapressapparel.bigcartel.com. Promo code WJP2024. 25% off site-wide at checkout. Again, holidays are around the corner. I don't know about you, but I'm a wrestling fan that loves his t-shirts. So get some merch for that wrestling fan in your life. If you're a wrestler, manager, promoter, referee, you need some merch for those tables on a weekend night, hit up Will on X at Gorilla Press APP. He is accepting commissions right now.
Did you hear that, MJB? He likes wrestling t-shirts. Wrestling t-shirts. I'm trying to help you out, bud.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'm trying to help you.
He knows. I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust him. I think he'll take care of it. Don't worry.
All right. No, sorry, I'm messing around with stuff.
I was gonna say you look like you froze there for a second.
I didn't freeze. What?
Are you good now?
No, but yeah. Always good.
Man, you're just having some days, aren't you, bud?
I have an entire life.
Well, this show is to escape from that life. So you ready to talk some wrestling?
Yeah, I'm trying. I look too white right now, and I hate this. It's bugging me.
All right. Okay. I can very clearly see how this night's going to go. Anyway, Survivor Series is indeed in the books. The final PLE of 2024. At this point, Road to the Rumble officially begins. More questions than answers. The road to 2025 starts here. Damn it. He actually took himself off of the – okay. Anyway, Road to 2025 is here. We had 5 incredible matches. I don't want to get too much into my predictions just yet without the podcast dad. I'll start by talking about the pre-show a little bit. We had 2-hour pre-show, a bit of an earlier start time as well. Really enjoyed the panel with Big E and Wade Barrett. Are you back? You muted yourself.
I'm back. Come on, man. We're having fun. We're having some fun here. Well,
I don't know. You didn't look like you were having fun there.
How can you not tell one friend about how much fun we're having right
now? Oh, dude, we're way past that point. I'm on to talk
Eric
about
wants to kill me.
What?
I said Eric wants to kill me.
I mean, your words, but anyway, here we are.
There it is. Still waiting. Survivor Series, man. Was that as good of a show as you thought it was going to be? Let's start with that. Because I think we hyped it up a little bit too much. That's my personal opinion.
I think that we did hype it up too much. It was not a bad show by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But I do think that we have, especially because of what a 2024 the WWE has had and the surprises that they've been able to pull out, I think we're preconditioning ourselves to expect something more, something extra at the end of a show, much like a Marvel end credits scene, you know. And when we don't get that, then it becomes kind of okay. And that's something that we should probably kind of think about as we watch PLEs. I mean, I'm watching it with my buddy Mike and with MJB, and at the end of the night, I'm kind of thinking, all right, well, okay, they're drawing out this walk to the back. Maybe there's something coming here. Cue it, whatever it might be. And that wasn't the case, which is okay. And yeah, Nick, always great to see you in the chats. Yeah, solid show. Everyone expected to swerve and didn't get it, so. That's a disappointment, but it was a solid show. And yeah, no, that's exactly what we're coming around to is that again, quality in-ring action, but because we've had such an incredible year of kind of these post-show surprises that we're kind of expecting something else, especially with it being the last one of the year. Kyle's in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Make sure that you check out the main event mixer once again with the Great Brown Hope podcast and Mr. OTM over on the Main Event Network YouTube channel. And did get a swerve in his opinion. Didn't expect Shinsuke to win. No, I didn't. Actually, let's start there. And JPJ is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Man, everybody's here. I'm fucking loving this.
That's good. So, dude, we talked about it on our previous show, man. I've seen this story before. You're not going to make me care. You're not going to make me care. You're not going to make me care. God damn it.
They made you fucking care.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, man. Why? Damn it! Why did I fall back in?
I mean, if there's one, I mean, we've seen how they handled Bronson Reed, who was relatively directionless when he returned to WWE. I mean, he was the Miz's heavy, so I
know, but this is different.
I'm just saying that we saw a slow burn approach to this with Bronson Reed. I like that they're kind of trying the opposite here. Shinsuke had been off of TV since April, came back, attacks LA Knight, had one match against Andrade, gets the win there, and here we are, Survivor Series, new United States champion. I have no problem with this because it's not like there really was any end game. At least I certainly didn't have one in mind when LA Knight won the U.S. title. It was just kind of, okay, here's the culmination of this year-long build to make him one of the most over stars in the company right now, and they did exactly that. But there wasn't a name immediately that came to mind for me that's like, okay, here's the person that is going to end that title reign. We're going to get this incredible program, and there's going to be this massive payoff to an incredible story here. This works for Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, let's just break down the entrance. I mean, he got another remixed version of his theme.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I mean, everything about that presentation was perfect. I loved it.
No, it was pretty good. The theme song is great. The presentation's great, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing. Like, don't tell me that. I'm just mad that I'm buying back in. Kind of like with you and Punk, right? Way back when Punk came back, and you were like, "I'm not buying." No. And then you bought in, and then he broke your heart again, and then he came back, and then you're like, "I'm not buying," and then you bought in again. Like, that's where I'm at. Like,
I can't quit the man, all right?
That's how I feel about Shinsuke. I want this to work. Dude is so talented. He's got so much charisma. Like, I want it to work. He won a big match, so this is a good first step. Does he keep the title for very long? I don't know. Like, I don't know what you do with LA Knight now. What's his direction at this point? I don't know. Because you can't turn him heel, so he's not going to feud with Cody. Nor do I think he would even think about feuding with Cody. especially towards Mania season. That's not feasible. Is this the mid card storyline for your Mania season? Maybe this has opened the door for LA Knight and Money in the Bank. That's a while away, I know.
No,
but you got the title off of him. There's a lot of good things happening here. LA Knight had a good reign. I'm not going to say LA Knight had a bad reign. He had a good reign. It wasn't great, but it was good. And I think they gave him the ball and said, hey, let's see what you can do. Let's see if the crowd still reacts. They do. And now you have a big-time heel in Shinsuke Nakamura that could do something. Again, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't want to get my hopes up again because we've been here with Shinsuke. Dude won the Rumble. I thought he was going to win at WrestleMania. I think a lot of people thought he was going to win at WrestleMania, and then it went over like a fart in church. So,
yeah. I mean, he and Kyle says he's tripled Logan Paul's defenses in that shorter period. Yeah, I mean that's again, this has been fun. He's printing money with merch. I mean, he gets the custom championship belt. I wasn't sure if those were on WWE shop, but I mean, come on, not everybody is getting the custom title with their run. And with LA Knight, I think, I know you're thinking Money in the Bank down the line, but I'm kind of thinking closer towards January and Netflix, and whether we will see some sort of draft or some sort of shakeup of the roster that would benefit. Yes, the trade is still out there. That is something that the general managers can do, and that opens the door for LA Knight to make his way over to Netflix. I mean, that's a guy I think that you want on that show if you can get him. I mean, and that opens doors for him too. I mean, he's a personality. You think that won't translate over into getting additional opportunities on Netflix to host or be a part of other shows that are unrelated to wrestling?
Oh, of course it will. I mean, dude's walking charisma. So, it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Surprised. I mean, not surprised very often with some of these booking decisions, but pretty surprised with this one.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Again, it was out of nowhere. This Knock has been back for 2-3 weeks tops. And we've seen them kind of go this way before as far as this heel presentation, really getting to the pre-tape animated promos, letting him speak Japanese and putting that package all together. Yeah.
Should have beat Seth at Fastlane. I think we both were on that. Like, he should have won at Fastlane. But, again, this is a big win. Let's see if it leads to anything. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Could not agree more. But yeah, no, let's start at the beginning of the card. Here we had the women's War Games match. We had Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Io, and Bayley taking on Nia, Tiffany, Raquel, Liv, and
Candice LeRae, your speed champion.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
Do you know who the men's speed champion is? Pop quiz.
And you just told me this last week.
I have also mentioned it on the mixer and got everybody to. So
I don't know. I think it's Ivar or Eric. I feel like it was somebody out there like that. I don't know.
Very close. It's Dragon Lee.
That was not fucking close at all.
Very close.
Well.
Man.
So Kyle says women's War Games was slightly disappointing. Would have liked more physicality. Some of those chair and kendo shots were weak.
It wasn't the best women's War Games.
It definitely was not. I think, and this is a criticism I had across both matches, and this is more from a production standpoint than anything we saw as far as any of the in-ring work. Some of the camera cuts focus a little too long on people still setting up their spots and kind of getting in position with that. That can kind of take people out of it. It definitely did for me at times. Is
that what I just heard? There weren't enough camera cuts? Is that what I just heard?
You know what I mean. Okay? When done properly.
I see what you did there.
I don't know what the fuck I did there. I'm just trying to say that I think
Dunn, Dunne, Kevin Dunn.
Did you keep your fucking finger off the switch, Dunn, and let me finish my fucking point?
This is fun. I miss you.
All I'm saying is that I do think that there were some spots that lingered a little a little too long. And again, just kind of takes me out when they're getting ready for, especially when people have to get up to the top of the cage and get situated for spots like that. I do think they did a better job of it this time with the EO and Tiffany spot. That was just a lot of fun. I mean, especially because this is Tiffany Stratton's first War Games match, but her first ever cage match in her career. And I mean, she showed up, showed out, teased the cash in, which was really fucking cool when both Liv and Nia were down. That created some chaos, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I'll go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like I said, not the best War Games. EO's spot is now the Kofi spot in the Rumble, which is fine. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I always do enjoy it. The Tiffy cash-in was fine. Again, you're going to keep teasing it.
Pop, man.
You're going to keep teasing it. You're going to keep teasing it. So the point I made on the mixer, and if you guys want to go watch that, you can listen to me say it then, but I'll say it now as well, is do you remember when we were at SummerSlam at EO cashed-in?
Yeah.
How big of a moment was that?
That was pretty fucking wild.
And why? Because we had kind of forgot she had it.
True.
Okay. But Tiffy does this every month, it seems like. And you're going to get to the point where it's the boy who cried wolf, and you're going to be like, when she wins, it's going to be like, oh, yay. Like, I don't know if it's going to be as big of a pop as I think they're hoping for because they keep teasing it.
I mean, I still think that it'll be there, but I think it worked in this particular situation because if she did attempt to cash in, and I was talking about this with my buddy that was watching it with me the other night. It's like, what does fucking happen if she hands it over right now and they accept it as a cash in? I mean, we know the match beyond doesn't necessarily start, but you're gonna have a match within the match. And let's just say, for the sake of this example, she does pin Nia, and then it's like you guys have to coexist for another 15-20 minutes at that point. The calamity that it could have created in that moment, I think it was worth getting that pop in Vancouver. So I liked it there. Hopefully they will take some opportunity to, yeah. But we got a question from Orlando here in the chat. Who's your favorite WWE wrestler? His is Priest, Undertaker, Seth Rollins. I'm also on the Rollins train. Priest as well, Undertaker. But number one, HB Shizzle, all time.
If we're doing all time, I mean, it's obviously Taker. But
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously Taker. I can't not die on that hill.
That's fine. I mean, Sean's pissed for WrestleMania, but whatever.
It's not.
Almost called the cash in. I mean, I think that would have been a lot of fun, but Kyle wants to know, cash in comes before Mania, right?
At Mania.
I think, at least for me anyway, it depends on if Charlotte comes back before the Rumble.
Yeah, but I still think it'll
because
be
okay, all right. That's so. I mean, in a lot of this episode, we're going to be looking towards 2025 here. What do you want to see as far as a Mania program for Nia?
I don't know. Who's left right now? I'm not sure. I have to look at the roster. They could. Charlotte's probably that number one choice, and have her cash in on Charlotte right after she wins. That would create that. I mean, there you go. There's your feud. So
yeah.
Charlotte doesn't get hurt by that.
No, not at all. I mean, she at this point, 10 years into your run, this is about what
or could they do another Becky program?
I would really enjoy that too. That's again that turned some heads on Tiffany Stratton. We knew she was going to be good, but the fact that you get Becky Lynch coming back and you're in the title program with her, I mean that's a lot of pressure in such a small space, and she really shined. So run it back with Becky. Jade, you have to think, was a front runner to win the Rumble had she not, and we still don't know really anything about that injury and kind of what's going on with it. Yeah, this one, there's a lot that
it's kind of weird.
We just don't know, and
my ears are up on this one because we've gotten so many different reports, and I don't know.
Yeah. So Orlando wants to know what our dream matches are. He said his Damian Priest versus Roman Reigns in an Extreme Rules match at Mania. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, OTC on that one, hands down. Man, dream match at dream WWE match. I mean,
Cody Rhodes and The Rock. What are we doing?
Yeah. in an ideal universe, had things happened differently, I'd say Ospreay versus Rollins at Mania.
That would have been good as well.
Yeah.
That would have been good as well.
I miss Charlotte and Becky. Not like they're absolutely needed, but things are just better with them healthy and active. Because they're
stars.
very easy, plug and play stars. Like imagine Charlotte and Becky not being available if once this injury with Jay goes down. I mean, these are other people you could have put into War Games and set up other stories with. So it makes all kinds of sense to have them back in the fold. Asuka too. Hopefully she's getting better sooner than later. As we start to look at these women's mid card titles being established, Carmella is a presence that you also kind of wish that you had back right now. That's just me personally, especially after we're seeing what she's going. And it seems like she might be back sooner than later if her social media posts or anything to go by that she could
Rumble,
find herself involved in a Rumble story.
Rumble, please. Rhea winning, pinning Liv. I guess we're gonna do this again. Okay, but is Saturday night's main event or is this Rumble? Because Io is still the number one contender. So you think they do Io at Saturday night's main event, and then they do Rhea and Liv at the Rumble, or some kind of triple threat or something?
Yeah, I personally would like to see the triple threat because there's another little wrinkle here as far as seeing Io and Rhea on the same War Games team. And also, by the way, that final shot of all five of them sitting on top of the cage was just
cool.
It's iconic because Bianca, Rhea, Io, three of the greatest women to ever step inside War Games, and it's not even fucking close. With as many appearances as they have between the three of them, the moments that they have, building on some of that real life history that they have with each other and all these times that they are kind of orbiting each other. I like the idea of the triple threat route. There's a very interesting thread I saw on X today, and when I find it, I'll send it back to you. But with this story with Liv and Rhea, looking at how Liv can't shake Rhea because she has not been able to at least attempt to try to beat her on her own. There's always been some involvement or interference or some distraction, and that's why she can't shake Rhea. It's like I feel like if you put Rhea to bed once and for all in a clean finish one-on-one match, then she's probably not going to come back after you again. But there's been interference by everybody in the world as these one-on-one matches have happened. So I think that if you do put Io in this situation, make her look good in triple threat, that when you do eventually kind of spin off into this Rhea Liv blow off, that's kind of like, okay, all the distractions are out of the way here, one-on-one somehow. Call me crazy. I mean, maybe this would be a fun, steel cage finish. Just to no one gets in, no one gets out. I don't want to go so far as to say Hell in a Cell, but something that does kind of say, all right, you truly do have to kind of figure it out. And then just says if Bray Wyatt was still alive, he can see Bray Wyatt versus Karrion Kross at Survivor Series. Especially if he had the Wyatt faction that he wanted to have, that would have been, but I think that Bo is doing a great job in his place with this story, and certainly helping bringing the best out of Miz that we haven't seen in a very long time. It's been all comedy all year. Yeah. So
let's you made an interference point. Let's talk about some interference.
Okay.
I'm so tired of Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. Gunther, again, gets the win over Damian Priest because of interference. That doesn't help Gunther because he showed weakness, and now you got this. Like, I don't want to see this. Because is this going to Mania? Is that what we're getting at? Is this going to be a Mania match? We joked on the mixer that it's going to be, another Hell in a Cell, and we're going to see the Demon lose again. Like, I have no interest in Damian Priest and the Judgment Day anymore. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Great Brown Hope said it was like NWO Wolfpack. That's where we're at.
Yeah. No, it definitely. I mean, even down to the tag team titles, they should not have won that match last week.
No. And then you have the attack in the back anyway. So why even have the interference? It's just like the match was fine. Priest and Gunther know how to wrestle, but the ending just soured me. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see it because we already saw Priest win. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to see anything else. I just don't.
Orlando thinks Priest is going back to the United States Championship. I mean, at this point, it's still on SmackDown right now, so I don't necessarily see that I don't see a brand switch, at least not for Damian Priest anyway. But Orlando does bring up a good point here as far as kind of what's next in this program. What's not necessarily this program, but what's next in the canon of Damian Priest when he's done with Judgment Day. Like it's kind of like Liv and Rhea in this situation. Like he can't, it's like he can't shake them for whatever reason. Like at this point, they've each gotten their pound of flesh from each other. I don't think that there's any more that could have been done to. I mean, this coup de grace cost him the title. It's like okay, but why? Like,
why? Why are we still doing it? I just don't. It soured me on the entire match. It's what kind of brought this card down for me a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's and my brother told me to go back and watch that match, and I did. I watched it a couple of times. It just I think it was a few minutes too long, and it just was missing something from their first one-on-one at SummerSlam. Love that match so much more than this one, and they both had interference from Finn Balor, but it's just like I don't know. This one just didn't have the same.
Came in and looked like a killer, and he didn't in this one, and it looks like he needed help to win. And that sucks. I told you, I didn't want him to show any vulnerability against a guy that was not going to win the title. And guess what happened? He did, and I knew he wasn't going to win the title. Like, you do this against Punk. You do this against Rollins. You do this against somebody that is actually viable going to win this championship. We all knew Priest wasn't going to win. I mean, there was a 0% chance Priest was going to win.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
And you make Gunther look a little weak in the process. And I don't know why you would do that.
I still don't, again, I don't mind that they are experimenting with this with Gunther. I really don't, because again, he lost to Cody Rhodes, who beat Roman Reigns, who was world champion for 4 years. Like that's really the only that's the only
so
argument.
Why wouldn't he come in here and just destroy Damian Priest? You know what I mean? Like, he is pissed off, he's angry. Yeah. Don't doubt yourself. Like, be the ring general that you are.
What's going on? Thanks for checking us out on Twitch there. Greatly appreciate you. No, and I agree. I agree with you.
That's all. That's it. That's all. I don't understand. I just don't understand it. But Triple H has done well booking, so I'll stay tuned and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Kaiser
Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude. Kaiser. That dude's gonna be a star, but Braun Breaker is already there.
Yeah, Kaiser is. I mean, that's
Kaiser's gonna be the
Kaiser
one to take
versus
that title
Breaker.
off.
That's a WrestleMania main event there.
Kaiser's gonna take that title off him, and that's where you're gonna see the splinter between Gunther and Kaiser, because Kaiser's gonna go, I'm actually the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. That's what's gonna happen, and that's cool. I want that to happen.
Yeah,
but
I could see Kaiser getting a win over Gunther.
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Ospreay and Fletcher kind of thing.
Yep, exactly.
But no, this was a good match. This is probably match of the night for me. This was a great match.
Yeah, this was exactly what we thought. This is exactly what we thought it was going to be. Hard hitting, fast paced. Like, all these guys are, Sheamus again having his career renaissance. Braun Breaker's finally at that breakout point. Ludwig Kaiser is a dark horse breakout for this year. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to see what these guys are going to do, and Sheamus, he's keeping up with them and making it look easy too. So, had a lot of fun with this, and Braun Breaker returns. I don't, we're not surprised certainly, and I said it last week on our show. I don't care who walks out with the title in this match, because I knew it was going to be a great match, and it was.
Yep, no complaints here. All right, let's get to War Games.
Yep.
Give me your initial thoughts, because we have not talked about this.
No, we have not talked about this. This is kind of just unfettered first-time reactions here. Really enjoyed the match. Again, I think we conditioned ourselves to expect something after this match that didn't come, which can, kind of affect your overall reaction to the result. But no, really, really enjoyed it. Even everything down to the entrances. I mean, the fact that the new Bloodline comes out and they're all one entrance, all 5 had their own, which I thought was really, really cool, because Jay's kind of made it clear this is not us falling back in line with you. We've all made names for ourselves. We are all entities in and of ourselves. We're just, teaming up for this one evening, and we'll see kind of where things go from there. Absolutely loved that Jay came out last. That was really cool.
Yeah. I thought this was good, not great.
Fair.
It was like Jacob Fatu is, and I said it on the mixer. You can write it down. It is now December 2nd, 2024. That man will win the 2026 Royal Rumble. Mark it down right now.
You got this, fact checker.
Yep.
Fact
Mark
checker.
it down right now. That guy's going to win the Rumble, and the crowd is going to be so behind him. It's crazy because that guy's a star. That guy is a star. He looked great. I still think the involvement with Punk and Bronson Reed wasn't needed.
Sure.
Again, just me personally. Yes, they added a little bit to the match. Obviously, Bronson Reed diving off the top of the cage was a great spot. And shout out to him because he destroyed his ankles.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam. But
yeah, that's
I just don't feel like those two were needed in the match when I watched it. Like this could have been Bloodline, and I would have been okay.
Yeah, no, I mean you're absolutely right. I mean, because and again, especially because we have been talking about this match since January, and kind of looking at what these teams will look like. But we've been talking about, so we definitely had a hope for what we were going to see here, and it wasn't quite, I think, what we expected, and that's okay. Again, still love this match, especially the interactions with Punk shoving. Was that Bronson Reed that he pie faced in the shark cage? Yeah. So getting them all riled up, love that. Seeing Roman and CM Punk have those moments inside the shark cage where it's like they very clearly are just kind of coexisting here, and then Punk rushing out before Roman could, like all of those little things. But then eventually they find a way to get on the same page, saves Roman from the tsunami. Roman helping Punk up, shaking his hand. I mean, it's like there's a lot to enjoy about that. But yeah, we don't get Bloodline for next War Games. Remains to be seen. I mean, this story's going to be this story is nowhere near over yet. You know, this is. I don't know if last year was the third inning, I'd say this is only the fifth. But you know that's just me.
My biggest thing too is I still think New Bloodline should have won.
I agree.
They were the cohesive unit. They all came out together. They were one unit, and the rest of them was like a collection of other guys, right? So I think I would have enjoyed seeing the New Bloodline win, put that doubt in the Roman, continue to put that doubt.
Yeah.
But like the Avengers came together, they got the win. Roman's, I think, next step is going to be Saturday night's main event. He's going to beat Solo. I guess become the tribal chief again, and then go to the Rumble. And we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, it was just surprised I didn't see Seth Rollins at all. Like at all.
Yeah.
Even a backstage segment, just anything.
Yeah, because I mean he would have every right to be pissed at what he's seeing in the main event. Mm-hmm. Everything from Bronson Reed to even being asked to team with Roman to
and then Punk.
You're teaming up with Punk. What the fuck, dude? Like all of these things. But I don't. I mean that all is far from over. I do still think I think that by 2026 we will see a Rollins and Reigns reunion, and I think my initial guess is it's going to have something to do with whatever favor Punk will eventually cash in with Paul Heyman that is going to fuck Roman Reigns completely.
Yeah, it's going to be a title shot or hey, you're with me now, or you're my wise, something like that. Like that's going to be the favor. You're in my corner for this match or whatever.
Yeah, and Orlando, not quite sure what you mean by old Seth Rollins. I mean, I think at this point, you know, that's Rollins. Yeah, and I feel like that's the point of these two guys because they've been linked for the last decade and they will always continue to be linked. I mean, everything that each of these guys have gone through have just been natural evolutions of what they used to be anyway. I mean, if you really want to break down the beginning of the Bloodline story, I got stabbed in the back by people I thought were family. So I'm going to surround myself by family, and that fell apart. You know, Rollins kind of, he didn't sell out. He bought in and looking at this evolution from the corporate boy to the Beast Slayer to the King Slayer, evolving his ring style, how he dresses, how he acts. It's kind of, that Bowie-esque master of reinvention that he had. These are all just maturations of these guys as a result of the experiences and the canon that they've had over the last 10 years. So I mean, at this point, it's not about going. I don't think it's about going back to the old Seth. I think it's just these are two guys that, you know, at the end of the day, they are always going to be linked to each other. Much like Sammy and Kevin are, and I mean, even Sammy has kind of brought that up in Ciampa and Gargano. Like that's just kind of the evolution of it all. And I think that adapt or perish.
Yeah. No. Look, overall, I thought it was a pretty solid Survivor Series. Again, I think we got our hopes up a little bit, but some good results. Some momentum going into the Rumble. I'm very excited for the Rumble for obvious reasons. But I'm excited to see what Saturday night's main event has in store for us and kind of how that's going to shape the rest of that Rumble card, because, I mean, there's potential for this to be the most stacked Rumble we've ever seen, like with names after names after names going in this on both sides, on the men's side and the women's side, you know, with the rumor of Becky Lynch coming back and Charlotte and Asuka, like all the names that are not there, Jade, whatever's going on with her. Like Rumble's going to be fun. Rumble's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Facts. Before we get out of here, I've got Raw up for tonight. If you want to talk about this for a few minutes, CM Punk is going to be kicking off the show.
30-minute commercial free start.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on in and show it off.
It's only taking you 3 fucking tries.
I think I picked him, too.
Good for you. That's okay.
So I don't want to hear any
whatever. Congratulations, Hakeem. Oh, now you're going to start kissing his ass. All right.
Yeah, he proved his point. Let's see how long he can hold it. See how long he can hold it.
I wouldn't say pushing the goalpost. I mean, says the motherfucker again. 3 tries to win the title, and you had you know what?
You know what?
Nope, not doing this with you right now. Of course, he waits till the fucking end of the show too. Of
course he does. A 30-minute commercial free start to Raw, by the way.
Yes, I'm very, very excited about that. And Raw celebrates 10 years of the New Day. If you've not had a chance to read Big E's article in Players Tribune, it's very well written. We will see him tonight. I feel like I learned a lot about Big E in this. Yeah,
I cannot wait till Xavier Woods attacks him.
I'm literally not emotionally ready for this. Like I've got Cabernet and an Adele CD ready to go so I can listen to after this breakup is over.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they do this, or if they do it at all, or if it's hey, Big E's back and the New Day's back. They could easily go that way as well. I don't know.
That was not the tone and tenor that I took away from this Players Tribune article that happened to be released today.
They swerve, man. I didn't think Shinsuke was going to win the United States champion.
Yeah, they do. We've also got Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament beginning. Dakota Kai, Katana Chance, and Shayna Baszler. Triple threat match here.
Dakota.
Probably. I would love it for it to be Shayna, but it's not going to be Shayna.
No, Dakota.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. It's okay. Damage Control squaring off against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Great.
Set your DVRs. R-Truth versus Pete Dunne, all because Truth has been calling Pete Butch.
Yep. That's fine. Pete Dunne's going to just destroy him, so that's fine.
Yay, wrestling. Also, rest in peace to my fantasy team. I lost Christian McCaffrey and Jordan fucking Mason on the same team. I traded for McCaffrey. I traded my first round pick.
Would you do that?
You know what?
Why would you do that? You dumb?
Because I was positioned for a prime playoff push. He was a missing piece.
No, he was not. He was not.
For my team, he fucking was. You know, don't.
Also, 10-2, baby. Did you see Cooper Jardine slam Derrick Henry to the ground?
I did.
That was great. That was great. Oh man, playoffs. Playoffs are coming.
Do you guys play the Lions at all?
Not until the
season's out?
NFC Championship game.
All right. Good luck.
We mean good luck.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I don't know. Like the Eagles play really good defense. I know you don't know what that is, but you know that was the most points the Steelers have scored since 2016.
I'm fucking aware, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. I watched it. Thank you. Thank you.
I did too. And the whole time I'm like, don't text him. Don't text him. Don't text him. Don't text him. I wanted to text you so bad.
I appreciate that you didn't. I greatly appreciate that you didn't.
Eagles fly.
Can't do this shit. I can't do this.
I gotta mute my own damn mic, by the way. Hey.
Okay, you may be able to unmute your mic, but can you bring yourself back into the studio? I didn't think so. Anyway, I think that is going to do it for us tonight. Podcast Dad, do you have anything else not Eagles related to say as we wrap up for the night and get out of here?
Be nice. It's Christmas season, I guess. Be nice. I hate Christmas. Dude, I got married on Halloween.
Got married on Halloween.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on. This is not my holiday. But be nice. Just be nice. Everybody be nice. I'm mean to Eric, but it's all out of love. Everybody be nice. Please.
Yeah. No, just because I tell him to go fuck himself, it doesn't mean
Especially
that.
Especially now. People are stressed out. Like holidays are here. Just be nice. You don't know what anybody's going through. Yeah, no, have some fun. Do something nice for somebody. And again, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you're following us at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Okay. Also, those player introductions they did. That was great. That was great.
See, I wasn't crazy about them. I wasn't crazy about them. I don't blame them for trying it, but it felt awkward to watch. Tomatongas was just I don't know what the fuck that was. I mean that's fine. That's fine. Tomatongas made no fucking sense.
Well, neither does Tomatonga.
Okay. Like that was Jimmy Uso levels of unseriousness, and we saw that. Yeah. But make sure that you're also subscribed to our channel. Again, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Need your help to get there. Okay, we're at 380. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. Again, if everybody watching here right now went over and subscribed to our channel, we hit our goal to get to 400 before the month is over. So,
give us a great Christmas present. Come on.
Yeah.
Please.
We greatly appreciate it. And again, get yourself and your friends some Christmas presents. Remember, promo code WJP2024 for 25% off site-wide at GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com. Brand new designs are out. Shout out to Will, as always, for the support. That's going to do it for us. Tomorrow night, we are going to be joined by Unkillable Braden Toon as he talks about ETU's 3rd anniversary show that he worked over the weekend here. And, again, have fun. Enjoy wrestling. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow night for the podcast. Dad and Mr. Cincinnati. It's been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. See you tomorrow.